As we arrive in Fairport Harbor, the Fairport Fishery Station greets you on High Street. Good morning. We're out here in beautiful Fairport Harbor. Came out to see the lovely lighthouses here. And in the background here is one of the lighthouses, which was the original one here. Later on, we're going to take a trip down here to the actual beach. This is the marina part of it. So this is where everybody's loading up their boats. It's a beautiful day. They're going out on the lake. Sea-doos and everything. I'm telling you. Just a beautiful little town. And this is a quick view of the marina where the boat launch is, and the pier that runs along the mouth of the Grand River as it enters the mighty Erie. Right now we're going to take a couple pictures of the one lighthouse here. We're down here at the Fairport Harbor Beach, and I'll tell you what, if you can see behind me here, you don't think we're in a pandemic, what's going to happen several months from now? And there off in the distance is the nuclear power plant. We're not going to even try going down there. We're going to kind of head up to the village itself proper. Mode of transportation, there you go. There you go, Jake. Okay, we're going to wind through the parkway here a little bit from the beach, which is totally occupied down there. Don't want to go. Oh. As I'm walking up to the center of town, I look to my right and I see an amphitheater out in the middle of the field. It's a paved amphitheater with electrical hookup and seating that goes halfway around, and the backdrop is beautiful Lake Erie. This is kind of cool. As we make it to the top of the hill, we can see what starts the center of town. The restaurants, the boutiques, and the antique shops. We're going to explore those a little bit. Okay, we're headed to the center of town here. There are several quaint little shops. Beachcombers, Main Street, kind of unique. They have the little bricked in road. The gravel pit.
Alright, I didn't even tell anybody else I was coming here, such fun. Hey, my
friend!
Hello.
How you doing?
I told you.
Standing al fresco.
Love you. I got one at home. I love
you. The town was settled by a number of groups, including Finns, Hungarians, and Slovaks. And this is one of the museums that's dedicated to the Finn group. Proud heritage. Let's see what else is down this way. We have the lakefront bikeway. Wow. The lakefront bikeway, Fairport Harbor, which gives you tours through the city itself. With the rest area for the biker. Got a cute little park. We're going to take a walk across the street here. See some of these shops on the other side. In the late 60s, this town was devastated when their primary source of income here, Diamond Shamrock, abandoned and moved out. So the population went from something like 5,000 down to 3,000, even less than that, I believe, in the late 70s. Old familiar ways, coffee and tea. The laundromat, gotta have a laundromat. There's the Finnish Museum. How you doing? Little drugstore place. Beverage and liquor. You always do need that in a semi-party town, huh? Cute little shops, antiques, collectibles. Yeah, I'm going to guess that at one time it was like a local bar, soon to become a speakeasy. Oh, here we go, Town Hall. Actually, they call it the Village Hall. I don't know why. I have to look into that, but I thought it was incorporated as a city. Way back when, it was a town and a village. I guess in 1879 is when it was first platted. So that's a town hall. Again, we're going to walk across the street here. Oh, look at this. Harris, 1976. I'm sorry, 1926. If I could read, I'd be all right. We're going to take a walk down to the corner here. And this is the park. Again, there were some other pictures we had earlier of where they had concerts down from the lighthouse. Open air type concerts. Here we have a little park setting. Where they have two gazebos out and about. And we're going to go over there and actually get some information on this, because this I find interesting. Oh, The Hungarian Monument. The Hungarian Monument was dedicated in 2003 to those Hungarians who traveled here and settled in the area. Off to the right, you can see the gazebo where many summer concerts are held. But this year, because of COVID-19, there are no concerts scheduled, at least so far. This is the Veterans Memorial, which is dedicated to Fairport's men and women who served in the U.S. Armed Forces. And what park wouldn't be complete without its own howitzer? Last but not least is the Finnish Monument, which is dedicated to those Finns who settled in the area. I still haven't figured out what the two flying birds up above the monument stand for. While walking around, I discovered some interesting condominiums on the east end of the village. The most prominent of the condos was this one. It looks like it could be an old high school. It was in fact the old Diamond Shamrock headquarters, converted to condos. A photograph in the lobby of the building shows the new condos being developed around the Diamond Shamrock headquarters. A closer look at the condos in the area reveals their architecture to look quite nautical in design. And this is the view of the lake from those condominiums. I'm going to head back to the center of town and then head to the ice cream shop. I understand if you buy a cone, so much of what they collect for the cone is donated to the tower. So we're going to go check that out. How you doing? I'm gonna get this right. Just follow the brick road. We're gonna head back this way to the ice cream shop. Again, the whole town's kind of centers on the Lighthouse Tower off in the distance. Well, we'll head back toward the ice cream shop here, see what kind of treats they've got for us. Treats and delights. Dining out at the Fairport Family Restaurant. Again, just picturesque. The Harbor House. Lighthouse Grill, a lot of nautical. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Okay, I understand that if you buy a cone, that some of the money is donated to.
We have an option to donate $1, so you could just add on $1 to
Okay.
anything, or you could just come through and donate, whichever you
Okay,
prefer.
I'm gonna get you with your mask on. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So I just order here?
Yep. Ring on the doorbell. The girl inside will come and take your order.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see what they have. Boozy ice cream flavors, scoops, samplers, milkshakes. Ooh, I think a milkshake sounds good. Sundays your way, okay. Maybe a
Boozy Sundays your way includes one topping, whipped cream, cherry. See boozy ice cream flavors. Oh, I see. For all my family, it's not really booze-y. That's just the name of the ice cream.
Karen Volzer is the owner of the Fairport Harbor Creamery. Although we actually can't go inside the Creamery ice cream shop, we're going to do a virtual tour. Even for a small space, it's decorated quite nice, reminiscent of bittersweets. As I sip on my chocolate shake, which is refreshing and delicious, I notice that they're raising the flag across the street at the Lighthouse Museum. That's our next stop. The original lighthouse was built in 1825 and stood 30 feet tall. In 1871, because of deterioration, they had to restore the lighthouse. In the remodel restoration, they made the lighthouse 60 feet tall. On display out front is a capstan, shed which was the original cow barn, a weather vane from diamond shamrock, and a wheel from a freighter wheelhouse. In 1945, the Fairport Harbor Historical Society was able to secure the property, thus saving it from destruction. Also on display is the life car. It was used by ships in distress to transport passengers safely to the shore. It was in use from 1876 to 1915. This sign gives general information about the lighthouse and its surrounding area. The museum itself has many more displays inside. However, cameras are not allowed in there. And this is the entrance to the lighthouse. In normal times, you'd be able to take a tour and climb the 69 steps to the top of the tower where there's an observation deck. I would imagine it's a great view. As we leave the downtown area, we walk past the Marine Museum. Originally, it was the keeper's house, and it housed no less than 14 lighthouse keepers, their families, and assistants. The yellow flagpole was made from the foremast of the USS Michigan, which was later named the USS Wolverine and was one of the first iron warships in the U.S. Navy. The green structure attached to the back of the museum was once a wheelhouse. It was used on the ore-hauling freighter, the Frontenac. We'll leave the lighthouse with some images from the past. The first, the original lighthouse. Next, after the reconstruction, this picture in 1885, and the current lighthouse.
Okay, we're going to head out on the break wall here. Beautiful. The lake is calm. Many boaters out. Ski-doos. Just kind of nice. Yeah, we got people coming back. We're going to take our time.
And off in the distance, you can see the ramp where boaters have been putting their boats into the lake and taking them out all day long. It's just beautiful out here.
Catch anything? Yeah, I know. Isn't that the way all the time? Get some really big waves up through here. I'm gonna head this way so you can head that way. Oh, I mean, if you're, can't see anybody coming up here fishing drunk at night, but obviously they do. It's evident by some of the beer cans and bottles. What? How are you? How you doing?
All right, yourself?
You catching anything? No, that's what the other gentleman said. Okay. Maybe it's too hot for them to come up to the surface. Then you got to use a different strategy. So obviously it did get a little choppy here. A lot of driftwood. If you need driftwood for a project, boy, I'll tell you, this is the place to come. Look at that. And it's definitely all driftwood. Carol, you and your projects, you'd have a field day out here. And that's the Coast Guard station over there. This pier just goes out so far and then it kind of stops. It isn't a continuation of that. I know that's private over there. You can go so far. There's a lady who bought that lighthouse and restored it. The interior and the exterior. And it actually is private property. Oh, what a beautiful day out here today. People are enjoying it on their boats. Oh, here comes a whole regatta of them. I'll have to take a look at this. And there's more coming down the road. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Is this a tour or is this just a catamaran? I don't know. Yeah. Good thing the Coast Guard is kind of quiet over there. Seas get choppy, which I think is supposed to happen later on. The lake gets choppy. Okay.
I was kind of surprised to see that there was no way to get to the lighthouse on the other side. The Breaker Lighthouse is on a totally different section. I started looking for a way to get over there, and being the amateur photographer I was, yeah, the camera went catawampus. So I guess this will have to be our next adventure. A piece of folklore I discovered is that the museum is haunted by a cat. On several occasions, patrons and staff have seen a cat playfully running through the museum. In 2013, while replacing an air conditioner unit, workers discovered a mummified cat.